Good afternoon, and welcome to the April 2018 National School Lunch Program webinar. My name is Heather Blume, and I'm a coordinator with the Child Nutrition Programs. I work with the National School Lunch Team to conduct trainings through an administrative review and training grant, and I work on a wellness grant through the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention to promote school wellness and healthy nutrition environments. Please remember to track the time spent viewing this webinar towards professional development hours to meet USDA professional standards requirements. We will discuss topics that fall under the key areas of Nutrition 1000 and Administration 3000, and the relevant learning code is written on the bottom of the slide to which it pertains. We will start today's webinar discussing the policy memos that were released recently, and then move on to program reminders. We will end the webinar with success stories and time for questions. We will now discuss the policy memos. In Section 776 of the Consolidated Appropriations Act 2018, Public Law 115-141, the Act, Congress provides that only school food authorities, SFAs, that had a negative balance in the nonprofit school food service account as of January 31st, 2018, shall be required to establish prices for paid lunches consistent with the terms of this Act. This memo provides notice that any SFA with a positive or zero balance in its nonprofit school food service account as of January 31st, 2018 is exempt from PLE requirements found at 7 CFR 210.14E for school year 2018-19. SFAs that had a negative balance in the nonprofit school food service account as of January 31st, 2018 must follow PLE requirements when establishing their prices for paid lunches in school year 2018-19. The Idaho Department of Education has created an attestation to complete for the PLE exemption requirement. This form needs to be uploaded into the system for the PLE renewal requirements for districts with a positive fund balance as of January 31st, 2018. When the PLE tool is released by USDA, those sponsors with a negative balance in the school food service account that are required to increase prices will be required to complete the PLE tool and upload it into My Idaho CMP under the application packet attachment list and increase prices. This will be checked during the administrative review process this upcoming year. CACFP 09-2018 provides information on whole grain rich foods, grain-based desserts, and the breakfast cereal sugar limit. Although FNS goal is to streamline guidance and allow child nutrition programs, the agency recognizes that CACFP operates differently than the NSLP and SBP. Therefore, there are some differences when the CACFP guidance comes out as compared to the school meal programs. For more information on the preschool meal pattern requirements for NSLP and SBP, see SP 01-2018, Updated Infant and Preschool Meal Patterns in the National School Lunch Program and School Breakfast Program Q&A. The final rule requires that grains be credited using ounce equivalents instead of servings, as credited under the previous meal pattern requirements. This change is consistent with the 2015-2020 Dietary Guidelines for Americans, which provides grain recommendations in ounce equivalents. In recognizing that this requires a significant operational change for centers and daycare homes, FNS is delaying the implementation of ounce equivalents until October 1st, 2019. FNS will issue additional guidance on crediting ounce equivalents in the future, and this Q&A is available if you have additional questions about preschool meal patterns. So let's start with program reminders. As of Monday, April 16th, the NSLP renewal application is open in My Idaho CMP. Please download the renewal instructions located in Download Forms, Section 3, NSLP Renewal Forms. Please note that the income eligibility guidelines have been delayed and are expected to be released by April 27th, 2018. This delay in the posting of the income eligibility guidelines will also delay the posting of correct press releases and will delay renewal. Additionally, for those of you with a negative fund balance, the PLE tool has also been delayed and is not expected until this summer. Due to this delay, we recommend you consider increasing prices by 10 cents in order to meet the minimum requirement for price increases. Remember that the instructions and the sponsor application have added emphasis on ensuring that all school staff who have a role in the processing, approval, denial, and in hearing complaints of free and reduced applications have watched the USDA civil rights training and signed the sign-in sheet. Everyone will also need to complete a non-program food revenue tool as part of Renewal. Please begin working on this tool now. It's located in Section 8 of Download Forms. Read the instructions fully so you can complete the tool accurately. You can only complete the alternate assessment tab if the only non-program foods you sell are a la carte milk and/or adult lunches. If you sell any other a la carte items, do any catering, or buy any foods or snacks for any other programs, then the alternate assessment tab does not apply to you. Renewal completion, which includes submission and approval, is due May 31st, 2018. Please get started right away, as you may need to obtain additional information from other district staff. Are you thinking about applying for a Fresh Fruit and Vegetable Program grant this year? The deadline is April 27th, next Friday. There has been some confusion this year with recent announcements about the Fresh Fruit and Vegetable Program and the USDA Department of Defense, DoD, Fresh Fruit and Vegetable Program. These two programs, with unfortunately very similar names, are completely separate programs. If you have questions about the DoD Fresh program, as it is commonly called, please contact either TJ Goodsell or Brian Elwood in our office, 208-332-6820. But if you are interested in applying for the Fresh Fruit and Vegetable Program grant, there is still time for that. So good news, the USDA Foods team has been working diligently with the USDA National Office for the past 3 months to revise an existing contract with Grassmink Produce, the contracted supplier for the USDA DoD Fresh Fruit and Vegetable Program, DoD Fresh, for the state of Idaho. The contract revision was necessary as a first step in our plan to extend this valuable food procurement resource to all of Idaho's recipient agencies, RAs, also known as sponsors, participating in the school meal programs. In the past, only a few school districts had access to this resource for high-quality produce, and the good news is that our efforts have paid off, and the state agency can now confidently share this information with those of you who have not had access to the program before now. All districts will be able to procure local, fresh, high-quality produce with a percentage of their allocated entitlement funds. The revised contract ensures that all RAs, even those who previously could not get deliveries from Grassmink, can take advantage of this program. This is a completely different program, not to be confused with the Fresh Fruit and Vegetable Program grant opportunity. This program, DoD Fresh, allows school districts to order fresh produce and use their entitlement funds to do so, thus avoiding having to order fresh produce on the commercial market for use in your school meal programs. This is in no way related to the Fresh Fruit and Vegetable Program, where only certain ages can receive the FFVP snack. This program offers direct delivery of fresh produce using entitlement dollars. The program allows for weekly, bi-monthly, or just monthly deliveries, with one requirement to order at least $100 minimum for delivery. The idea is that school districts plan a menu that would incorporate a lot of fresh produce when delivery is scheduled and into the following week, thus using the entitlement funds wisely. There are no delivery fees or per case fees, so this program offers a literal dollar-for-dollar value and saves funds from commercial purchases for produce. Those RAs who have had access to the DoD Fresh program for the past 20 years have consistently used 100% of their DoD entitlement funds and have often asked for more entitlement funds to be available. Now they too are receiving additional entitlement funding. If you have not responded to the multiple emails from TJ Goodsell, USDA Foods Coordinator, requesting delivery information, please contact her immediately to ensure that your district is not overlooked for this opportunity. With the updates to the Idaho Food Code, we wanted to remind schools that food safety certification requirements are changing. By July 1st, 2018, the Idaho Food Code will require a person in charge to be present at all times of food service and preparation and who can demonstrate knowledge of food safety practices. Completion of one of the approved examinations and courses will meet the demonstration of knowledge requirements in Section 2102.11 of the Idaho Food Code. Some courses will result in a fee, so the user should review the course before deciding whether to use it or not. The state of Idaho does not endorse any one particular course, but provides a list of adequate courses on the food protection page of the Idaho Department of Health and Welfare website. Remember to use the CMP training portal. There are many trainings available covering a wide range of school meal topics. One of the recently added trainings is an online course called Online Crafting Cycle Menus Training. This course has been developed specifically to help with creating and updating cycle menus. Please register for courses at the CMP training portal, https://cnp.idiglearning.net. That is all we had for program reminders, so we will share success stories before moving on to time for questions. The Firth Equipment Grant was a huge success. Amy wrote, "Thank you for the Equipment Grant Award to replace our walk-in refrigerator freezer combo. Our old one was almost 60 years old and it was an electricity hog. The new one was installed and we are so pleased and grateful. It makes our job so much easier. We don't have to move boxes to access the product we need, and it is so easy to clean, and our frozen products are actually defrosted in the refrigerator when we need them. The old refrigerator froze them better than the freezer did. Thank you again." And thank you, Amy, for applying for an equipment grant. We're happy to see that it was a success. Our second success story is the Mullen School District. Congratulations to Mullen Schools for starting a new program, for operating the National School Lunch Program newly this year, and maintaining a participation rate of 90 to 95%. That is very impressive, so congratulations to Mullen Schools as well. Those are the success stories we have for this month. So now we will take the time to answer some questions. If you have questions, go ahead and type those into your screen and we will answer them now. So the first question we have, if you had a review done this year, do you have to do the non-program food revenue tool again for intent to operate? And the non-program food revenue tool is an annual requirement. If you completed it in this past school year, you may upload that document for renewal. But if you did not have a review, you will need to complete it anew. It's an annual requirement. So if you've already done it and you're good to go, if it's relevant for this school year, then go ahead and upload that for renewal. Hopefully that answers your question. And then another question was, can you help me find meal prices for other districts? I thought it was on your website, but can't find it. And district meal prices is a report that USDA will send out. We have had some updates with our website in terms of the layout and the graphic design. So I will get back to you on that one to see if I can locate those meal prices and send that out to those of you who are interested. We had another question, which was to clarify, the PLE tool is not required if the fund balance is positive, and that is correct. For school year 18-19, so this upcoming school year, You do not need to complete the PLE tool if your fund balance was positive as of January 31st, 2018. What you will need to do is either upload your balance sheet as of that date into My Idaho CMP, or upload the attestation that was seen on the slide for that. And that just went out as a broadcast email as well. So if you need written confirmation of it, check your email. We sent out a broadcast email about the PLE exemption. So it looks like that's all we have for questions. Thank you all for attending today's webinar. Please contact Child Nutrition Programs at 208-332-6820 if any additional questions arise regarding the information in this webinar. Please remember that the accuracy of the information shared today is guaranteed only as of the recording date. USDA may issue more guidance or further clarification regarding items discussed in today's webinar. Please note the civil rights statement shown here. This statement was issued December 2015 and ends with, "This institution is an equal opportunity provider," which is also the short non-discrimination statement you should be using. Your non-discrimination statement must match this statement. And this concludes today's webinar. Thank you all and have a good day.